All right, guys, we are here with Hayden for the part 2 series. This guy did an amazing job on the flip. We were just walking around and we need to show you guys this property. So Hayden, where are we at right now?
We are at Winchcombe in North Scottsdale. So we bought this property from Kyle for $1 million, put about $150,000 to $175,000 into the construction. And we have it listed right now on the market for $1.4 million.
And you guys are gonna love what you see when you walk inside. Let's go.
All right, come on in.
All right, so Hayden, what was the biggest thing that you changed like in the front room as soon as they walked in right here?
You need wow factors, right?
Yep.
So one of the biggest things we did is we raised this sunken living room to make it one level. And then the other thing we did is we converted this dining room into like a den, put these cool French doors in to give that just like that pop, you know? So we had some good feedback on that for sure.
And then some of the other things, some amazing light fixtures in here too. You stage all of your flips, which I love. It makes it feel like a home when you go inside of the house. It doesn't make it feel like it's just a new builder grade where they're like, just slap some paint on it and just go. You make it feel like it's a real home.
When you flip a house, people start looking at it like it's a new build, like with a magnifying glass, and they start picking it apart. Once we started staging it, they stopped picking stuff apart like that, and they just started appreciating what we did to the house.
Just make it stupid simple for these people to walk in and just be like, we could live here. I love the furniture. I'm sure maybe your stager even sells some of this furniture too as well. Which is one of the other things too, is that now they're maybe able to buy something a little bit more custom feel, where they have this furniture in there that's really nice, it's elegant. So let's go ahead and show you guys the kitchen, because what he did in here is unbelievable. You guys are gonna love what this is.
All right guys, so we're here in the kitchen. We redid everything. We kind of moved the layout a tiny bit. Luckily before, like this kitchen was pretty nice, so we wouldn't have to change too much. We put the microwave down in the cabinets, put a custom hood vent in, put like this nice stove in it. When you touch it, doesn't burn you. It only like gets hot on metal. It's kind of crazy. The built-in 48-inch fridge, which those things are crazy expensive. I always forget.
How much did you spend on that fridge?
The appliances were like 16 grand.
Yeah, so 16 grand just in appliances. So you guys can see when you're at this $1 million plus range, you can't just be putting a little GE fridge in there that's like a standard 30-inch, like, right? You got to do something a little bit more custom. And what you did here is a wow factor.
Yeah, for sure. The 48-inch fridges cost like 2 or 3 times more expensive than the 66-inch fridges. We had to do a 48-inch fridge because of the size of this kitchen. But no, the appliances here really make a big difference, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And then what is the stone that you put on for the slabs?
So for the counters, we just picked quartz from Bedrosians.
Yeah, looks really nice.
I really love Bedrosians. They have like, everything that they sell just looks good.
And then light fixtures are really important. I think those are like one of those wow factors too when someone walks in here. I mean, you walked in, you're like, you finally saw these finally get installed, and you're like, dang, these look really good. Like you like took the words right out of my mouth when you walked in and you saw it. Like, where do you kind of get some of these things? Because I think a lot of people have a hard time looking for light fixtures. They go into Home Depot, they go into Lowe's, and they just see the basic stuff that's everywhere else. You know what I mean?
So light fixtures are really hard because that's some of the things that you have to change even on a lower end flip. Not lower end, just not on only luxury flips, right? So you don't want to like put a modern type light in like a traditional home or a mid-century modern home. Like your lighting has to match. So that's kind of one of the trickier parts. We do shop Amazon, we do shop Home Depot, but we also go to Wayfair, Lumens. You have to get creative. It makes a big difference and it doesn't feel like a flip. That's my #1 goal, and that's one of my biggest pieces of advice for flippers is try to not make it feel like a flip, and it'll perform better.
And then let's talk about this back over here. So one of the things that I love is this accent wall that you guys did. So this was an older, outdated tile fireplace, and what you guys did here is amazing. You guys put in an electric,
just an electric fireplace.
Electric fireplace. And these are the small touches that can help you to sell a house for a lot more. You could easily just rip this out, left it drywall, and just done nothing. It would have been a lot easier. It would have been a lot easier and a lot cheaper, but some of the things that you gotta keep in mind is just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's better, right? And so what is something like this kind of cost you guys to roughly put in? Because obviously you guys had to rip it all out and demo. I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot for the numbers.
No, for sure. I don't know what the number is.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay, yeah.
So luckily, what's kind of cool now that we're doing this at scale, all this material was paid for like last year on a different project. So the labor, I'm pretty sure it was a couple $1,000s, and then the fireplace plus install was probably $1,000. So maybe all in, you'd be like 3 or 4 grand. But like, this is one of those wow factors that we always talk about. This will, like, when somebody goes home after seeing this house, they'll be talking about, oh, the house with the French doors, or the house with the stone fireplace, or the house with the nice appliances. you want to have a couple of those wow factors that they keep talking about when they go home. This for sure is one of those. All right, so this is one of the biggest things that we did here. When me and Kyle first walked the property, we were worried about the fact that there wasn't a half bath on this side of the house. So we kind of rearranged the layout over here. We put the pantry behind it, and we'll see some B-roll of that. Added this bathroom and then kind of fixed the laundry room.
This is a minimum of $20,000 value all day long, because you're adding something that's right off the kitchen, right off the entertainment space, right off the front room. You have plenty of access, and if you have multiple people going, you don't want to send them to your kid's bathroom. That might be a crazy mess or might not be. You just don't want to take that gamble if you're hosting people and you're entertaining. This is not a risk that I want to roll.
No.
So I don't know about you, but I think this adds a tremendous amount of value here. All right, who doesn't love a walk-in pantry? This is something that, you know, they stole a little bit from, but got a lot more value, and it still is very spacious. I mean, we're 2 6-foot dudes that are in this pantry.
We're buff too.
Exactly, you know? And there's plenty of space in here to still put everything. I love that you guys raised these, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when the lowest shelf is so low to the ground and you can't even put anything underneath there. You got water bottles, Gatorade, you know, just bigger items that are essentially
maybe
bulky.
appliances.
Yeah, exactly, you know? So there's so many things that could be done in here. I think what you guys did was very simple and effective and makes this feel like $1 million house because it has that walk-in pantry.
What we've been doing in our higher end houses is putting this little MDF face on these shelves, and it just like ups the look of them. It doesn't cost very much money. It's not very hard, but like it just takes them to the next level where this pantry feels a little bit more custom, a little bit higher end than just the typical shelving that you'll see in a flip or in a house. All right, let's check out the master suite.
All right, how important is this room right here when it comes to selling a house?
So like, obviously it's the most important room in the house. And I think that one of the value adds that this room has is this little sitting area.
Yeah.
A lot of master bedrooms are like too small to have a sitting area like this. It's so nice, it's such a value add. It's one of those things that maybe somebody is not looking for specifically. And this goes back to what you're talking about staging. They probably wouldn't be able to visualize this, but we have the sitting area in here. We're sitting here now, we're comfortable. Yep. And I think that you can't even really put a number on it. It's just exponentially, infinitely important to invest in the master bedroom.
Yeah, and some of the things that I love, we got high voltage ceilings in here. You guys put the recessed lighting in here too as well. You have obviously amazing looks out to the pool, which I think is a huge selling point too as well. Because who doesn't like looking at water when they first walk in the morning? It's one of my favorite things about my house is it looks right out to the pool. It gets me jacked up every day. It's weird, but it works.
There's statistics that back that up. Like looking at water is good for your health and your mental health.
And so let's talk about the closet and then the bathroom. Which one do you want to do first?
The closet.
The closet. The closet's sick, guys. You guys are gonna like this. For those ladies that are watching, you're gonna need this closet.
So here we are, we're in the closet. I recently started like doing a more upgraded master closet system, and I'm really excited to see what kind of dividends we get. Like, I don't know, when I walked in here when it was freshly painted, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. Like, I wish my closet was this awesome.
Yeah, because you got shoe racks, you got obviously multiple drawers inside of here too as well that are soft closing, which is always nice. You have obviously plenty of places to rack and put stuff in here too as well. How high the ceilings are in here. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like you're in like a little closet that you're like, oh my gosh, like you can't get light in here. You have a natural light that almost feels like it from the lights. And just with how high and vaulted these ceilings are, you don't feel like you're in like a closet. So the master bathroom that Hayden did was 10 times better than what it was laid out. It's just kind of a little funky of a layout. I think right now it looks and it flows very, very nice. So let's go ahead and show you guys. I love, the first thing I said when I walked in here was this floor is just unreal. Like, you know what I mean? It shows that this is $1 million plus house. Yeah. The tile, the etiquette, all of this stuff. Even all of this, right? Look at this. I mean, this thing's beautiful, it's gorgeous. This is probably what? A normal double vanity.
Yeah, no, it has so much counter space.
And then also too, this shower is gorgeous. It wasn't really laid out like this beforehand, but I feel like what you guys did, you maximized the space out of this a lot more because the shower was kind of tiny.
It was really small before.
Yeah.
That's like our #1 goal when we do any flip. We're trying to maximize the space in the house because that's how you get the highest dollar for the flip. So yes, we took out there was like an exit door. Like nobody really wants their master bathroom to be the pool bath. So we got rid of that door, we made the shower bigger, we did a huge glass enclosure, we moved the door for the toilet closet out a little bit to make space for the shower. And then we put a freestanding tub in here. We have the shelf. We have like the privacy windows. So like, oh, and the light fixture. I love the light fixture.
Yeah, I was to say the light fixture. How could you miss the light fixture? The light fixtures that Hayden picks out and your wife picks out are amazing. I mean, you could tell the attention to detail. Even like, look at these. Like, it looks like crystal glass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like the attention to detail that is going to get you that upper price point, especially in these remodels.
Yeah.
You know. And then also too, to have like a private. We talked about this when we first, were doing the property. Having a bathroom that you could close in the master
closet is like a huge upgrade.
Yeah, I love it. I want this house. So we're here in the backyard now. This is one of my favorite parts about any property whenever you're flipping a house, because this is where, especially in Arizona, about 9 months out of the year, people can really enjoy this. And I love just what we're feeling in here, right? So I mean, you got the waterfall feature with the pool. You got a pebble deck pool, and then we also talked about there was a pool fence right here that's removable. And why is that helpful for a family or someone that's looking to maybe buy this house?
Well, not everybody likes the pool fence. It feels really nice, and the flow out here is great without the fence. But if you have kids or grandkids, you want to be able to have a fence. But if you want to entertain and have your friends over, have a party or whatever, you want to be able to take it out.
I think the biggest thing is the optionality. Options are everything, and when you have options, someone might come in here and be like, oh, well, there's no pool fence. Well, they can see that there's holes all right there for it. Yeah. It's ready to go. You have it on the back of the house, and someone's like, okay, cool. Like, that puts my peace of mind at rest, because last thing we want to have happen is, a casualty of, some sorts that, deals with the pool. Because we live in Arizona, there's lots of pools, there's lots of issues. And also too, I mean, I remember when my parents took down their pool fence, that was the best thing in the world. Yeah. We could run from here, jump in there, do the whole 9 yards. It felt like the backyard was double the amount of space because it wasn't fenced off.
Of course, this grass area isn't huge, but it's super functional.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it's used well. It's like, it is big enough to where you could play catch. You could play, like, you could put a net out here and play soccer with like younger kids or whatever you want. It's really nice to have a big green space like this.
And then did you guys touch anything else in the backyard?
Yeah, so it was kind of like a little bit flat, the pool area. So we ended up putting the water feature in. So to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of character, we put the little water fountain in. And
so this is where that other door to that master that we were talking about over here, this gives you so much more functionality. We were talking about the walkway space, all the different issues that come with that. Because obviously you can't have a door that just walks right into a couch, walks into something. It just wasn't really an ideal spot. And then you also talked about the pool, being the pool bathroom.
Yeah, like, nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Well, and like to Kyle's point, you could put a TV here where you couldn't before. It's a huge wall for a TV, or you could put a huge couch right here. So really, it just like brings it all together. One of the other things that we did too is the cool decking. We got rid of it and we did this like finished concrete, smooth concrete look, and we tied it all into the whole porch. Yeah. So like, instead of having this be concrete, that be cool deck, that be pavers, now we only have two materials. Simplifies it, it looks good, it's brand new. So like, I think that whoever ends up buying this house and be really happy with it.
We're both not smart guys. We just want to do stupid, simple things because we know that it's going to make money if we do these right. And that's one of the keys about real estate investing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. We're not building this house from the ground up. We're not, doing, those types of projects. And you obviously could do those. But when you're just flipping real estate like what we're doing here today, all you need to do is come in here, make the product better, do the features, do the wow factors that we're talking about, and you're gonna get the value out of these properties, and you're gonna be able to turn them faster, because the faster Hayden turns this one, the next one he can go buy, the more that he can keep going back and forth, and just continue that process. So if you guys found a bunch of value from today's video, we'd really appreciate if you guys subscribe to the video, like it, make sure you guys follow Hayden. Hayden, share some of your handles where they can find you guys at.
So I'm on YouTube as well, but the best place to find me is on Instagram, just at Hayden Nielson. I put a lot of content out there. So again, at Hayden Nielson, I'm talking about flipping. Me and Kyle have done some collabs, so I'm trying to get to his level. He's been awesome, extending a hand.
He's amazing. He's very humble. He's acting like he doesn't do a lot of great projects and doing millions of dollars worth of projects at any given time. This guy's a freaking legend and a beast. And if you guys don't have him on your cash buyers list, make sure to add him so that way you guys can start sending some properties over his way.
Buying luxury deals, send them
my way. Exactly. Any luxury deals, he's looking to buy stuff. East Valley, Scottsdale, any other locations that you're looking in specifically?
No, mainly North Scottsdale obviously is where the bulk of our activity is, just because it's the easiest place to find high-end deals. But I love doing high-end deals in Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler. So anything you got in the east side or North Scottsdale, that's what I'll look at.
Well, we love it, and we really appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. Hopefully you guys got a lot of tips and tricks on how to flip a house. If you guys did, make sure to subscribe again and like the video. We'll see you in the next video.
Okay, thanks. Bye.